Good. Okay, let's look at types of leaders. Leadership types. Quickly, I want to use this model quickly using this axis, the vertical and horizontal axis. I would say there are 4 basic leadership personality types. Okay, there are the analytical personality types in leadership. There are drivers personality types in leadership. There are amiable personality types in leadership, and there are expressive personality types in leadership. Why do I lump up leadership types and personality? Your personality is who you are because of a combination of both nature and nurture. Biology, which is genes, and also your growth environment, which has conditioned you. So some are drivers. Okay, the drivers amongst us are highly efficient. They are independent, they are candid, they are decisive, and they are very practical, they are pragmatic. Some people are expressive personality types, highly enthusiastic, outgoing, they are persuasive, they are fun-loving, they are spontaneous, they are networkers, they easily make friends, they are expressive. Okay, while there are amiable types, the amiable personalities are loyal, they are cooperative, they don't want to rock the boat, they are supportive, they are diplomatic, even in telling you if they have a difference. They are patient. The analytical personality types are logical, they are precise, they are serious, they are systematic, and they are prudent. Okay, they are very mathematical. If 1 + 1 is not 2, the analytical will scrutinize. They will pick it with a fine-tooth comb to see why. Okay, so these are the 4 personality types. Using this model, there are several models of personality types. You can find others using like melancholy, choleric, and other. But I want to use this 4: analytical, driver, expressive, and amiable. And this is the axis upon which I plot them. On emotional axis, on emotional or controlling axis. That is emotional. That is they consider other people more. That's the emotional or emote aspect. Control, that is one does not care about other people. So the axis of considering other people more, you have the amiable and expressive people. They think of other people more before they act. While those who don't care about people more, rather than what they want to do or their goal, you have the drivers and the analytical. And on the axis of asking or telling, asking means you want to, you want to involve other people. You want to, before you make decisions, you want to carry other people, along. On the axis of those who are asking, you have the amiable and the analytical. But on the axis of telling, commanding, giving directive, you have more of the drivers and the expressive. That's how it operates here. I think this. I just explained this diagram. All right, expressive types. I said expressive people want recognition. Please, as I do this breakdown, I want you to picture who you are, because who you are, each of these personality types has weaknesses and strengths. When you do the SWOT analysis, the strength, weakness, opportunity, and threat. So if you know your weakness, you will know how to mitigate it. If you know your strength, you will know how to work more on it. All right. So the axis of growth will be most beneficial to you if you know who you are. And that's why I want to explain this very well. If you're an expressive type of person, you will also impact your leadership style with expressiveness. Now, the expressive people want recognition. They are motivated by enthusiasm. That means if there is a discouragement, the expressive person may lose focus, may lose steam. So if you know that that is you, how will you not lose steam if there is a road blockage? Would you rather come around and have other team members who are encouragers, who are amiable encouragers that can quickly steer you up? Even so that these are some of the strategies you must look at. The expressive people are fast-paced. you can guess that I have a lot of expressive personality type in me. The way I talk, I'm very fast-paced. Okay, they are risk takers, and they create passion and vision. The expressive people, naturally, they seek alternatives. They don't want to be bogged down by no. So they create a lot of alternatives. They are animated and charismatic. They are dramatic. They are lively. They are motivated and optimistic to life. And most of them are popular. They are outgoing. They are spontaneous. Okay. The expressive people also, you may find that they like titles. You know, that's the truth. Okay. They like positions. So if you know that that is the downside, how you manage it, you manage it somehow. The expressive people confront others without reasoning. And that's why one of the weaknesses of expressive people is maybe that they think before they talk before they think. So you may have to step back if you are expressive so that you won't offend people even by talking before thinking. Expressive people feel attacked. They feel they have been attacked when under pressure. Even though the other people may not be attacking them, but they have the perception of the fact that they are being attacked because they always like even conviviality. Expressive people even verbalize their judgmental feelings. They don't keep things inside. They are kind of people that tell you, oh, no, I can't keep anything inside. I'll just tell you another. So they can also easily offend people because, don't forget, I said most of them talk before they think. So they can easily offend people. All right. And expressive people, in most cases, they are not able to separate people from the interest in negotiation. So they blame others on personal level. And if you understand this, you must learn, if you are the kind of person, you must learn how to manage yourself so that you do not, address persons instead of interest. Now, and for me, people who are expressive are best fit for certain kind of professions, but they cannot be fitting for positions like Minister of Defense. You can't be, someone who do not think before you talk in that position. Okay? Expressive people they are not best, rather, for Inspector General of Police or SSS, where there are secrets to be kept. Okay? Because you can't be a natural talkative. A natural talkative is an expressive person. Naturally, you are a talkative. Okay? Some roles you can fit in naturally. So that's how we look at it when we as psychologists view leadership personality types vis-a-vis some job roles. All right, the driving or controlling types, they are natural drivers. They confront others. They focus on issues. Okay, they are more demanding than when they are under pressure. Okay, if for instance you have a supervisor who is a driver, and the director puts pressure on him, the driver passes down the pressure. He is not a transformer that transforms the pressure into amounts of energy that the people below him can take. The driver or controlling will drive down all the pressure that he's receiving. And the drivers want control. They want result. They are task driven. They push for quick decisions. They also speak quickly. They've got strong opinions. The danger here is that a driver can make a god of his own opinion. A driver's opinion becomes so fixated sometimes if the driver has not learned to manage him or herself. The driver may therefore be cold and intense, and the driver values time, and so that's why they are pushful. The driver does forceful inflections, moves very quickly, acts seriously, severe, but one of their downside is that they are poor listeners. They take no nonsense. And that's why knowing the strengths and the weaknesses, if you are a driver, know how to manage yourself. But I want to tell you where you need immediate results on your team. Put a driver there. They will help you to achieve that. The amiables and expressive may still be dancing around. A driver will help you achieve immediate results if you need instant results. All right? An analytical will analyze to text if you need instant results. If you are pressed for time to deliver, put a driver as the leader of the team. He will deliver on time. That's one of the good thing about drivers. The analytical types, this kind of leaders, their personality demands respect. Why? They believe they are experts and they have technical prowess. So they want you to respect them. And indeed, they are usually very accurate, diligent, logically meticulous in terms of technical thoroughness. And they are orderly, consistent, and detailed. They will always give you basis for every decision. You can begin to think of people who will fall into this kind of career and this kind of leadership role. For instance, lawyers, for instance, scientists. Okay, now if you want to be a lead scientist, a top sound lawyer, you must be very analytical. All right. Also, one of the weaknesses of analytical people, because of the sense of expertise they think they have, is that they avoid confrontation. They don't like you to have another opinion that makes the opinion looks as if it is not good enough. So they tend to avoid confrontation. Okay, so if you are analytical, you must now know that, look, you must learn how to receive other people's viewpoint and not avoid confrontation. Rather embrace confrontation and achieve a win-win, just like you learned earlier in the negotiation skills class. Likewise, I want to say here, the analytical types, sometimes they are self-evasive. They draw attention away from themselves. The expressive people draw attention towards themselves. The analytical people like to work on the background in most cases. All right. And the analytical people have this weakness also. They may delay decision making because they want just to be perfect. Analytical people have the downside of perfectionism. And so results may be slow, results may be delayed. However, the good part is they are strategic. They can see things from a 3D or 4D point of view. They can see things far, deep, and wide, which is the undoing of people who have not learned to overcome the expressive personality. The expressive personality naturally only see things at the surface and quickly just goes ahead. The analytical rather sees things deep, and that's why they delay their decision. So both personality types need to know their weaknesses and learn to overcome them. Likewise, analytical people also are responsive and they strive to get things right by all means. They are very responsible. Their responsibility drives them to say, look, I must not be wrong. I must not be wrong. They are responsible people. Okay, naturally. Okay. And where such leadership style and personalities are important is where data is critical to decision making. You need the analytical personality in your team to help you because data must be accurate, data must be meticulous, must be logical, must be consistent. And these guys deliver on that. Amiable leadership type. Who are these guys? Let me tell you about the amiable leadership type. They are driven by acceptance. And so they fear rejection. They like, they are naturally cooperative. They are loyal. They are dependent and supportive. They are peacemakers. And so they are natural managers because they help you maintain the status quo. If you don't have amiable types, even in your organization, you may begin to have a lot of friction and a lot of problems. So the amiable are stabilizers. Amiable leaders are stabilizers in the organization. Okay, they are agreeable. They have friendly expression. They bring forth. If they become CEOs, they create a culture of family orientation. The amiable type, are not like expressive who jump into to express themselves. They wait to express themselves because they don't want to offend anyone. So they won't ask permission before they express themselves. The amiable type responds to feelings. If they feel that, no, you will feel hot, they would rather not talk. And if they are talking in a particular direction, they see your body language change and your face grimace and all that, they will stop it. And they may change what they are saying. They are very sensitive when it comes to emotion. And that's why the amiable types are low on assertiveness. They shy away from difficult discussions. They don't face conflicts. They enter into their cocoon very easily. And that's why also there is the biological and medical aspect of people who have amiable types. Because they bottle things up, psychosomatic illnesses may happen because they don't let it out. Unlike the expressive that lets out everything. Things like asthma, ulcer, okay, may be exasperated by this kind of personality if they don't learn how to manage it. Migraine. So because they bottle things up. Hypertension, because they bottle things up. I'm not saying that everyone who is amiable type have this, but there is a potential. But you can learn to manage your amiable type and use it for great benefit. I've told you, we need them in organization because they are great stabilizers. They are natural supervisors. Okay? However, one of these bad downsides is they may be slow to decide. And they may need enthusiasm. They may need to be motivated by other people because they may even be easily demotivated. They may be easily hurt. Okay? Just like they don't want to hurt other people. It's amazing. So I drew here a chart of relation between the personality types. I want to say here opposite attracts in most cases. So if you have, and nobody has a single type of personality in a whole. It's always a combination. And that's why I combined it. It is rare to find analytical person. It might exist, but it's very rare. It is usually combined with something else. It is rare to find driver, and maybe a amiable person, expressive person. But it might exist maybe 1 in 1,000 of a population. But it's very rare. So you can find analytical amiable, analytical driver, analytical expressive, driver, analytical, and all like that. One will be the dominant and one will be the recessive personality type. Okay? And if you can dissect your team members and identify their personality types, you will understand how better to combine your team on assignments and how to lead them. That is the important thing about this lecture. It will help you to know how to lead others, how to guide them, and how to combine the team together. Okay? For instance, if depending on the objective, if you are pressed for time, okay, but you must also deliver even on quality in terms of facts that must not fail. You can combine a team of analytical and a driver. They will do well. Okay, so these are just examples. For time, please, I will quickly, I won't be able to do this class work. Sorry, I was taken off the line, even though I'm just winding down now, because, of time. I just have about 6 more minutes to 1, and I should stop by 1. Let me just ask here. You will receive this slide so you can go through them. I have put here weaknesses and strengths of the leadership types. I said the driver, and everyone has a need, everyone has a strength, everyone has a weakness, and I put here the likely model role for each of them in terms of leadership. For instance, the driver, I said the strength of the driver is control, the weakness is listening. The strength of the expressive is socializing, the weakness is checking details and time management. The strength, of the amiable, I've said it here, the strength of the amiable person, the strength of the amiable person is group support. You can give good support, but the weakness is individual action. While the strength of the data of the analytical is that they are strong in data, in analysis, information gathering, and all that. But their weakness is making decision. You know, they may analyze to death. Okay, and some of the best roles I've said for the analytical, maybe director of finance, you know, and maybe, you know, great judges and lawyers, you know, they need to be analytical. All right, yes, you know, great examples for amiable people, customer service people, you know, and all that, marketers, you know, expressive. You can find transport sales managers also, you know, people who are public speakers and all that need to be expressive. All right. People also who are leaders in network marketing and all that, they should be expressive. All right. If you want to be a CEO, you must have a high dose of being a driver to get things done. Okay. A general manager is critical. Director of sales and marketing, you must be a driver, even if you want to get the people to do things. And so these are some of the examples, you know, and I said also they have needs. They need, the inner motivational need of a driver is to get results, to attain results, to be in control, to work independently, and to be action oriented. So if you, as the leader of a person who is a driver, you know you must learn how to manage him. These are the needs. Once you manage his needs, he flies or she flies. What are the needs of the expressive? The expressive person likes recognition. They want to be focused on the big picture, not on the mundane. Okay, they are not even all about grappling with the nitty gritty. And that's why they are, in most cases, just about highly strategic. They come up with lofty ideas and all that. They may not be great executors. That's one thing. All right, so you must understand that. Even though you can outgrow these weaknesses, they like to move very fast with others, and they like dynamic environments. Environments that are top notch and exciting. What is the need of the amiable people? Okay, it's all about relationship. Their big bet is integrity. All right, and they want to work slowly, in their own time with the team. They like flexible time, and they want to avoid routine. Okay, they want to avoid routine, so to say. All right, and that's the amiable person. The analytical person can do routine, they don't mind and all that. They are well organized. They want to be logical. They want to be right. We want to have all the facts. Okay, and they like to work carefully. That's the analytical person. All right, that's the analytical person. So you must understand, who you are, so as to manage yourself, and you must understand that segment members of your team along this segment, and you will know how to manage them very well. At this point in time, this would be where I will stop. We won't be able to do this class assignment. You can do that on your own. When you review the slides, which we will share with you. And so I will stop here because of time. Part of what I learned to manage is also time. So I want to say thank you. I hope you've listened well. If we have one or two questions, I will answer that very quickly, and we would go on, and we will call it a day rather. So the floor is open. Question. The floor is open. Hello? The floor is open if you want to ask any question before I say thank you and call it a day. Okay, Toyin, over to you. It seems there is no question forthcoming.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Amao. It was really an interesting class.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Okay. Are we still in the class at all? Is there anybody in the class?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you don't have any questions for Mr. Amao?
We don't have. Yes, ma'am, I don't have a question.
Okay.
Does that mean
should we ask you questions then?
Does that mean that what I taught you got you so introspective and reflecting that you just want to go and act, or that you don't understand what I've said? Which one?
Sir, you understand what you said.
Okay. So thank you. Go take action and let's start doing it.
All right.
See you at the top.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you for being in the class again today. So the class will continue tomorrow by 9 a.m. Let's ensure that we are on time. And let's not forget to work on our business plans and send them to the mail that was sent yesterday. So thank you, everyone. Let's have a wonderful afternoon.
Thank you. Bye for now.